Hey guys, so this is the finished product. This is a Black Series helmet that I've modified. Throughout this video, what I'm going to be doing is showing the painting process, wet sanding, and also putting like the lacquer coat on, so the clear coat, which again takes a lot of time to get right and a lot of wet sanding and what have you. But yeah, the idea behind this is that it's just to sort of show how I got it to the end result, which is the first thing I'm showing. So yeah, look, this might not be a video for you, and if you don't like this type of thing, then skip it. But if you're interested in this type of stuff, then cool, and well, enjoy. Right, and for the helmet, so I am using, like I say, a thick primer to base coat this up, and it's still looking a bit tacky at this point. It's not looking good. In here, you can see, look, like, you don't want it looking like that. It don't need to be super smooth on the inside. And to be fair, the real helmets that were made for the films with Vader, they were pretty shabby on the inside as well. The only one that I've got that is a fiberglass one that isn't like shabby is the Master Replicas. That is really nice on the inside. But the other one that I've got, which is the is Empire Strikes Back, that is ropey on the inside, and that's fiberglass as well, right? What I want to do with this though is I want to make it more like the Revenge of the Sith, the Master Replica, so I'm going to smooth all this up. It's going to take a bit of time, is this, but this now is starting to look a lot better than it was. It still looks ropey, it's nowhere near where I want it to be, but it's looking a lot better. But I've just got it sat here, just setting, so it's setting away, and yeah, I'll be obviously as I do things, I'm going to try and record as much as I can, but if I don't record, I'll voice over what I've done and what have you, because I really want to make sure that I'm putting a good video together here for people that want to do this as well, and hopefully find this really useful to a build that they want to do. Right, so rain, snow, we've got it all over here, right? But anyway, I'm building this up bit by bit now. This is sort of starting to take shape now, and again, once it's sort of all flat, then I sand it. But again, it's just taking a bit of time to do it because I have to kind of do it in stages with the weather situation. But we're getting there. I'm hoping I can start painting this because it's going to look so good when I start painting it, and then I can show you the real process of wet sanding and everything. So we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. You don't need to do this, but what I decided to do, we put more filler, just a little bit here to help it. Sorry, a bit here to help it when I do put another base coat on, and then just around here. It just smooths it on the inside. Again, you don't need to do it, but I'm just being a flipping an idiot. So there we go. But hopefully we've got good weather tomorrow, so I'm hoping we can get this finally fully painted up and started doing the good stuff. Anyway, there we go. I thought I'd just do a little, I don't know, little in-between documentation type vid. There we are. Right, I've not filmed it because it's difficult to set up, but yeah, I just wanted to get the base layer on. It helps identify things like this that I can sand out before we actually start to really coat it. So it's just a base layer, is this, just again, just to really identify any potential problem areas that we might have. And so yeah, I'll sand them in, but again, use a real fine grit. So it's just the base coat, but I thought I'd put it up, and yeah, obviously we're not doing the inside yet as well. We're going to save that until we've got this prepped. Anyway, there we go. Right, so I've just been doing a bit more painting. Look, you can see the orange peel. I said I'd never get away with this on the helmet because it's just such a big area. And I've started doing the inside as well. Yeah, the inside doesn't need to be that smooth, to be fair, guys. You don't need to worry about it. No one's gonna see it as long as it's black. But there we go. So I'm gonna have this set as well. I might do another round of sanding just to iron out any bits that are not quite right, and then it's onto the lacquer, and that's where you get rid of this. So you see this here, that you don't want that, right? So to get rid of that, that's the wet sanding. So yeah, we're not there yet, but we're getting closer. Okay, so just another update. So again, just as I mentioned, I'm getting a few coats of gloss on here, getting it ready to wet sand it up. That'll get rid of like imperfections that you'll see, so just like there, for example, so like there, and the orange peely effect. We want it nice and smooth on the outside. On the inside, as I mentioned, I've decided, so even though it looks a little bit rough like there, I'm actually putting a matte paint on the inside so it's non-reflective. That's just a style choice that I've decided to go for, and I'm interested to know how I think it looks. But again, you can see here just how thick it is in comparison to normal plastic helmets. It just looks so much beefier and so much better. And again, look, I hope this video really helps in terms of sort of doing this type of treatment if you want to do it. So I'm just doing another mini update here while I'm waiting for the car to warm up actually. But you can see that I've done the inside here matte, as I said, and it just looks so much better. Like, you've got to bear in mind that you're seeing it from the distance, you're not going to see the up close, and obviously I'd rather that even than, and the thickness. Look at the thickness here, that looks beautiful. But what we're doing here, guys, is we're just waiting for it to dry out. Now, it might appear that it's dry, but again, I've got a friend who owns a spray booth, and he said, look, leave it, it's got to be a few days before you wet sand, because it'll just move the paint about, so let it really set in. So this is just letting it dry out nice and thoroughly, particularly because it's cold at the moment, and it gets rid of this here, well, you can see there how it's all like speckled, I guess. When we wet sand it, that's going to go, and I'm looking forward to wet sanding it. When I do wet sand, I'll be speeding it up. You'll see anyway. Alright, bye. Right, so now it's fully wet sanded, and you can see the difference in terms of how the paint reflects. But this isn't the final product. When it dries, and I will show you, it's going to look horrible. You go, what the hell? But then we do the magic finish, and we're good. So nearly there. Now we can see, even with the first layer, obviously it's still wet, but with the first layer of clear coat on it, it's really starting to pop now. It will go crazy once we get a few more coats on. I'd like to get a few coats of clear coat on. But yeah, it's starting to look better. There we are. And to wrap this video up, I'm just putting some pictures up of the helmet without the dome on, or the helmet without the helmet on, because I painted some of the parts of it, and I just wanted to show it. And now moving on, you can see the finished product, and I'm very happy with it. It could do with another polish, but I'll get around to that.